here, and you know, the MLB playoffs started last night, and if I was a baseball player and Toys R Us was the pitcher, I would be striking out constantly. I'd have an awful game and be letting my entire team down because Toys R Us is just that good of a pitcher. They're getting so many strikeouts on me, it's kind of ridiculous. Yeah, you guys probably guessed it by now. This episode, I told you guys last week that this episode wouldn't be going up if I had found the new Hobbit sets, but obviously since I am posting it, I have still yet to find the Hobbit, the Battle of the Five Armies sets. I believe it was 2, maybe 3 weeks ago. I think it was 2, like 16 days ago that Brickset.com posted that article about someone finding the new sets at their local Toys R Us. 16 days ago. I know people who have had these sets for a couple weeks now, and I still don't have, I haven't even seen one. I haven't seen them anywhere. I haven't heard of any of the stores locally. I've called many different Toys R Us's, many different Targets in towns far away from me that it would take me a couple hours to drive, and I haven't heard any of these stores getting these freaking sets, and it is starting to really bug me. And you know, Lord of the Rings has kind of been my thing. The Hobbit has kind of been my theme that I've reviewed over and over. It's kind of the thing, like, you know, I review some Ninjago, I review some Ninja Turtles, I review lots of Star Wars, you know, I'll review lots of City, but I don't review all the City sets. I'm not going to ever review every Star Wars set that comes out every year. I'm not going to do that for lots of themes. But The Hobbit, that's a theme that I'm always going to try to review every set that comes out from that theme. Every set, I guarantee you I will review it. But right now, at least, I haven't been able to get these sets, and it's really bugging me that I'm not able to get these sets and review them for you guys. And it's looking like, honestly, that I'm going to have to wait until the 15th, which is the official LEGO release date, which is a week, 2 weeks from today. And that really sucks. I can't believe that I'm going to have to wait till the 15th to get these sets, because it's going to be like a month late, because people have already reviewed them, and it's not going to get nearly as many views. You guys are going to already have seen plenty of videos about these sets, and I just haven't been able to find them. And it's stupid, it sucks, it's not fair, and I don't get it. I don't really get what's going on. I don't get why my stores don't get them, and Toys R Us is starting to really tick me off, and I'm very sorry about that, guys. Okay, I'm gonna stop ranting now. That's don't want to, you know, to destroy the mood of this video. Like I said, I was hoping to find the new Hobbit sets this week, and since I collected the new Series 12 minifigures, thankfully I found those at least this past weekend. I wasn't really able to prepare much for this episode, but like I said last week, I am going to answer your guys' viewer questions. So I have questions from 3 different YouTube users and actually 1 Facebook user that I'm going to answer right now. And I'm going to start off with the Facebook user's question, because it's kind of what you're looking at on the screen right now, the thing you are viewing. And I don't know, I know his name, but I'm not going to tell you guys his name. He didn't tell me not to. I just don't want to give out anyone's real name here on YouTube, because I don't know what kind of privacy people want. So, but his question was, I'm not going to tell you guys' name, I'll just call him Frodo. So Frodo's question was, it was just one question. He said, will there ever be a Bjorn Bear minifigure? I unfortunately think no. This is really a sad thing, but I don't think there's ever going to be a Bjorn Bear minifigure. I don't. The reason why is because I think he would have come this wave if he was happening. I think they would have included Bjorn the Bear in this wave. I think the Battle of the Five Armies set would have been a perfect opportunity to include Bjorn Bear minifigure, but we're not getting him, which it's kind of stupid because LEGO has a bear mold that they've already made. I mean, you're looking at it right now, the bear mold that came in the City sets, and it's been used, the polar bear recently, it's the same mold, I believe. So it just really seems odd that we actually have a LEGO bear mold, and they're not even including that in a set. I mean, this bear looks kind of happy and silly, like he'd be, you know, eating honey like Winnie the Pooh or something, but it just seems like at least they would have included this bear in one set just to make fans happy, but I guess not. So I'm not quite sure what's up with LEGO right there. Really wish we were getting a Bjorn Bear mold, but I just don't think that we're going to be getting one. I mean, you never know, they might be releasing some crazy, humongous Dale Battle of the Five Armies Erebor set that comes with 500 minifigures, and, you know, Bjorn's one of them as a bear. But for the time being, I'm still holding out hope that there's going to be maybe UCS Erebor Dale kind of setup, which I do think that's a very high possibility. Kind of LEGO's going to send out the Middle-earth line with a huge set. I really think that is a possibility. I don't know anything. I don't know. I'm not like on the inside. I don't have any inside people with LEGO or anything, but I do think that's a small possibility. But it looks like right now we're not going to be getting a Bjorn Bear minifigure, which is really unfortunate, but thank you for the question anyways, Facebook users. You know who you are. And speaking of Bjorn, does anybody want / need a Bjorn minifigure? I showed you guys I had 2 of the Dolgador ambush sets in that last video, and I currently have an extra Bjorn minifigure, and of course Bjorn is not really an army buildable character, so does anyone want a Bjorn minifigure? I might, if you do, just please tell me in the comment sections below. I'll put it down on eBay for maybe like $5 – $6, not very expensive. So thank you for the question, Facebook user, you know who you are, and I'll move on to the next questions from YouTube viewers. So our first YouTube viewer question comes from the Minifig Boy 1212, and I believe he presented for the LEGO Awards 2014, which is fantastic of him, so thank you for that. But he has a few questions. So he says, at first, can you please rank the Middle-earth films? That's a really hard question. I think it's pretty obvious the Hobbit films are a step below the Lord of the Rings films. I love the Lord of the Rings movies so much. They're probably my favorite movies, if not, they probably are my favorite movies of all time, and I honestly don't think any of them are better than the other ones. I think they're all about equally as fantastic. There is a significant difference between the Desolation of Smaug is a lot better than Unexpected Journey, so I would put Unexpected Journey at the bottom, definitely like by far, then Desolation of Smaug, then if I put all the Lord of the Rings films. Well, still, of course, the jury still is out on the Battle of the Five Armies movie, which I kind of doubt will be as good as Lord of the Rings, but hopefully it's better than Desolation of Smaug, which is still a great movie. Hopefully the improvement, like it did from 1 to 2, hopefully that improvement continues from 2 to 3, so we'll just have to wait and see. What is my least favorite Middle-earth set? Least favorite? Wow, I mean, I love pretty much all of them. I mean, there aren't really too many Middle-earth sets that I don't particularly like, but the Dolgador Ambush, the one I was just talking about, I think that might be my least favorite. Why? Not that it's a bad design, it's a very good design. I mean, it looks pretty cool, it's a pretty good design. But Bjorn's not exactly a great character, and I don't think they did a fantastic job with his minifigure. I think he looks a little bit funky. It's got some army-buildable orcs, but first up, Dolgador is not that cool of a place in Middle-earth, and it just didn't really make any sense for it to get 2 sets. And it was just not a fantastic set. I think that's probably my least favorite set that LEGO has released for all these Middle-earth sets. That being said, it's a very nice design, it looks pretty cool, it's a good design set. It was just an unnecessary and weird set. So, and then, who was the weakest in the Lord of the Rings cast is the next question. Weakest Lord of the Rings cast? No one. I think everyone in the Lord of the Rings cast is almost perfect or is perfect, so honestly, I think that's a completely well-rounded cast, a fantastic cast. If I was to create one LEGO Middle-earth set, what would it be? Easily Minas Tirith. It's got to be Minas Tirith. That's the one set that LEGO just needs to make. They need a Minas Tirith set. There's been nothing for Minas Tirith. It's just kind of embarrassing. So I think Minas Tirith is definitely the set that I would create. Our next set of questions are from YouTube user Thresh6, who is a guy who constantly comments my videos, so thank you, Thresh. So let's move on to his questions. And his first question, are you going to do all the locations and scenes in the mocks? Are you planning to make mocks of Minas Tirith, Osgiliath, Eridos, Bree, Extra, you know, etc.? No, I'm not. I would love to. I don't really have a lot of time. I actually have a really big mock project that I'm working on. It's kind of secret. It's a school project that I'm working on. So most of my mock making time is being focused on that. This is more so small little mocks in kind of terrain looking areas to display the sets. This is not really, I'm not making a bunch of custom, I'm not destroying my Helm's Deep and building a custom Helm's Deep. I'm using the Helm's Deep LEGO set that LEGO has given us and enhancing it with it around its surroundings to get kind of a cool diorama scene with, you know, extra landscapes. So, you know, it's got a cool backdrop, but I'm not really making too many mocks for this video. I'm going to enhance some stuff, but I'm not going to make a whole Minas Tirith mock. I'm not going to make a whole Osgiliath mock. So, yeah, I'm not going to be able to do that. That's just going to be way too time consuming. Maybe I'll do it eventually, but, you know, I am going to college hopefully next year. I'll be doing something probably away from all my Legos next year, which is going to be weird, and we'll have to see where my YouTube channel goes. I don't really know. It's kind of all up in the air right now, but, you know, I'm not going to be able to really focus on too many mocks besides the one I'm making for my school project. Thresh6's next question is, what minifigure are you most excited for in the new Hobbit line? Galadriel. Easily Galadriel. She is a must-have character, and we're finally getting her, and she looks so beautiful. I think that minifigure is fantastic, but there are lots of great minifigures. I mean, if Smaug counts as a minifigure, he is also easily my most anticipated, but honestly, he's not really a minifigure. I think after Galadriel, it would probably be the King version of Thorin with that awesome crown piece. That looks really cool. The Twilight version of the Witch King, although kind of weird and strange that we're not getting, we don't have a normal Witch King, but we now have the Twilight version. He is a very well made minifigure. Elrond looks cool. Dane Ironfoot looks very well done. So I'm really excited pretty much for all of these minifigures. And I'm actually really pumped also for the redone Bilbo, the one that for his outfit from the Desolation of Smaug. I'm really excited for that, and I'm also very excited for the redone Tauriel. I think her torso printing update just looks a lot better than it did before. And this is probably my favorite question of the day. This says, if there would be another Lord of the Rings line, what 3 to 5 sets would be in it? Wow, this is a crazy good question. Now, I've been trying to think of a 3 to 5 set line. I'm actually going to end up cheating and using like a 7 set line maybe. Let's talk about $13, $10-ish sets first. The small set of the line, like the Witch King Battle or Riddles for the Ring or Wizard Battle, that kind of thing. That's a hard question. Small sets are kind of hard to figure out with Lord of the Rings. I would love to see battle packs, but I don't think they're ever going to do that. So I think a good small set would be a great way to get a cheap ring wraith. Would be the scene in Fellowship of the Ring where Frodo, Sam, Merry, all the 4 hobbits are hiding underneath that tree, and the ring wraith, comes up with the sword, and Frodo almost puts the ring on, but then Sam stops him, and of course they throw that, I can't remember which hobbit, but it's Pippin, I think. I think it's Pippin throws the, like the leaf, the branch, to distract the ring wraith. That would be a really cool small set. I think they could easily pull it off. It would probably come with a ring wraith, Frodo, and maybe Pippin or Sam, one of those figures. I think that could be a really cool, easy, small set to make. That'd probably be the small $13 set. For about $20, I have a couple ideas, both from Return of the King. One would be the lighting of the beacons. It would be just kind of a small structure, have probably a light brick or some kind of lighting up feature, where Pippin lights the beacons. It's a really, really great scene. It's actually one of my favorite scenes in all the movie, with the cinematography, where they, had the music and they're painting over all the shots of the beacons lighting in the mountains and stuff. That's an awesome scene. So I really would love to see that. And also another set idea I had, this one could be a bunch of different prices, would be Mount Doom scene with Sam, Frodo, and Gollum, of course, on the little bridge ledge thing with fire below. That, of course, it's a classic. It's the kind of the final thing that happens in Return of the King, and that could definitely be a really fantastic set. For around $30, maybe $40, I think Osgiliath, it's definitely a set that makes a lot of sense. So I think Osgiliath definitely would be a set that they need to make for around that price point. I think in the $70, $80 range, like the Mines of Moria would be, another part of Moria would be the Bridge of Cosmic Doom. It would be a really great set, and of course it would come with the Balrog, which is a minifigure that we really, really need. So I would love to see that. I think that would be around an $80 set. And now for Minas Tirith. I think Minas Tirith would have to be probably around a 2-part set. You could have like $130, $40 giant Minas Tirith, which would be awesome. And that Minas Tirith would also include the Witch King with his Fell Beast, or maybe that could be a whole separate set itself with Eowyn and Theoden and Merry. But I think a Witch King set could be potentially like a $30 set with his Fell Beast, but I think that could probably would be included just with the giant Minas Tirith set. And then also, I think we need to have another Minas Tirith set, which is kind of a bunch of stuff of the guys attacking, the orcs attacking, with Grond, of course, the giant battering ram. I'd love to see an elephant, and I would also love to see just some orc catapults and lots of orc armies. Again, I would love battle packs. Kind of doubt that's ever going to happen, but I'd love to see that. So that's really my ideas for a final leg of Lord of the Rings wave. It'd be mostly centered on Return of the King, because it's kind of the only movie. They kind of made most of the Two Towers stuff. Rohan, I did kind of forget about Rohan. We do need Rohan for Two Towers, but I don't really know if that would be the most exciting set ever, and I'm not dying to get a Rohan set. I would love it if it came out, but I definitely think a Minas Tirith set is a must-have, and we really need that. So thank you so much for that question, Thresh6. This video is going to be a lot longer than I expected. It's probably the longest episode we have yet for this series. And our final set of questions comes from YouTube user Darth Akoko. I have no idea if I'm saying that name right. Please tell me if I did, Darth, in the comments below. And he says, do you have any idea for Lego Hobbit stop motion that I could make? I've never really suggested stop motion ideas to anyone before, so this is kind of a new question for me. And honestly, dude, I can't really think of anything. I mean, it'd be cool. I think trailers are definitely a safe bet. And, you know, kind of recreating scenes from movies is definitely also another safe bet because you don't really have to write and direct as much. So it's up to you. I haven't really suggested this kind of thing before. His next question is, how long do you think it will take for me to make the whole mock? It's completely up in the air. Sorry about the garage door noises. I really don't know. I think it's probably going to end up being about a year. It could be 2 months. I could have it done next week. Who knows, guys? I have absolutely no idea. We're just going to have to wait and see. Where will you begin? Where will I begin? Where will I begin? That's a really good question. I'm probably going to begin with Hobbit stuff. Why Hobbit stuff over Lord of the Rings stuff? Well, because the Hobbit movie is coming out, so I'm going to capitalize on the popularity of the new Hobbit movie. So that's probably where I'm going to begin. Most likely going to start with Bag End, and then we'll just see what happens from there. And then, what's your favorite place/land in Middle-earth? That question, I can't answer that question. It's too hard. I love all of Middle-earth, and it's just too hard for me to figure that out. Alright guys, so this is the end of the Q&A segment of this week's video. Hopefully next week I won't be making a video because I'll have the new Hobbit sets. Actually, I'm taking next week off anyways because I have the SAT coming up, so don't even expect a video next week, but hopefully I'll be able to get the new Hobbit sets soon. If there's a rendition of this video in 2 weeks, which is the 15th, I will make a video of me going to the LEGO store and actually getting the sets if I don't have them already. Just, guys, please just pray, hope for me that I find these freaking sets before they get released. I'm really getting bugged that Toys R Us doesn't have anything, and it's really starting to tick me off, but that's besides the point, guys. Thank you for watching so much. Please go check me out on my social network pages. I have Facebook, I have Twitter, and I have Instagram. The links to all those are description below. I also have an eBay store, which I will get up and running pretty soon. I'm pretty busy right now, but hopefully the next few weeks the eBay store will have a lot of cool stuff up on it. And also, guys, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like the video, comment on the video down below, favorite the video, share with all your friends, and subscribe to LEGO Late Video 9 for more awesome LEGO Middle-earth videos and just all sorts of LEGO cool content. So thank you guys for watching. Hope to see you guys next time.